What's up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I am back with my Harpie deck profile. And I am so excited because I've been testing. Don't worry, I'll have a video up very soon and short with a lot of the replays that I've done. I've only had a chance to really do a few, but I've gotten some in, which is great, and I do want to showcase them. Just not at the time right now. And probably do some uh some live streaming of that as well, because I know you guys love to see me live stream, and it's been going well so far. So, um, what we're here for today is the latest build of my Harpie deck that I've been testing with, of course, all of the new Harpie cards. So I know you guys are excited, so let's get through. So for my lineup, I'm running 20 monsters, 3 Harpie Chandler, 3 Harpie Perfumer, 3 Harpie Harpist, 3 Harpie Lady 1, 2 Queen, 2 Oracle, and 2 Dancer. I'm running 1 Harpie Lady Sisters and 1 Harpie's Pet Dragon. Didn't think you'd ever hear those 2 monsters being brought up, huh? For my spells, I'm running 3 Hysteric Sign, 2 copies of Split Mirrors of Seduction, 1 of the newer Harpie cards, um, 2 Harpies Hunting Ground, 1 Elegant Egotist, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Raigeki. For my traps, I'm running 3 Harpie's Featherstorm, 2 Elegant Harpie Lady, 2 Hysteric Party, and 2 Jars of Avarice. For my extra deck, I'm running 3 Great Fly, 1 Firefighting Daruma Doll, 1 Decode Talker, 1 Lightning Chidori, 1 Castell, 1 Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Ice Beast Zero Fine, Gaga Cowboy, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, number 11 Big Eye, number 41 Babushka the Terribly Tired Tape Eater, and 1 Galaxy Tomahawk. If you can see in the side deck, I just have a couple of extra cards, but just to point them out. Exciton Knight, Symbols of Heritage, Phoenix Pike, Magic Planner, Elegant Harpie Lady, and another Hysteric Party, the Anti-Spell Fragrance, and of course some copies of the extra Harpie Ladies, Queen, Oracle, and Dancer. Also some Split Mirrors of Seduction in extra Harpie's Hunting Ground, and an extra Jar Avarice. So, with it all together, let me talk about this deck. So, I've had the time of my life, and it's all because of these new Harpie cards. I didn't know that was over there. Alright, time to get rid of that. Um, and literally, these new Harpie cards have just been a blast to play with, and they've been a blast to um they just been so awesome because they give new life to my favorite cards, and that's the Harpie Lady Sisters. And it's just been so cool. What am I looking for? I am looking for my box. I cannot find said box. uh Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, it's. I love the fact that this card has been so much more playable than it has ever been in the game. Like, since when Harpies came out, Harpie Sisters was not the most loved Harpie card. It wasn't at all. And now it is. And it's just so amazing to have cards focus on Harpie Sisters, focus on what Harpie Sisters are and can do, and it's just been great. It's been amazing. And our level 5 and higher game for Harpie cards have tremendously gone up. So I'm really happy for that as well. Now, in terms of everything else, Perfumer and Oracle are 2 things I want to also focus on, because Perfumer is going to outshine Oracle. That's a given fact. But Oracle is still useful in the fact that she can retrieve cards from the graveyard, and specifically this Harpie Lady Sisters in its text. It's a great way to specifically get a lot of those cards, because triangle is hard to get. We can get split mirrors of seduction because unfortunately hysteric sign can't get to it, because it has Harpie listed in its name. And just the overall thing, it can get hunting grounds back, it can get ego back, it can get elegant Harpie lady back. Um, so it has its range, which is awesome. Now, in terms of Perfumer, she's getting them from the deck when she's normal special summon. But if you control level 5 or higher Harpie monster, bam, she can get 2 instead of 1. So if you control Sisters, if you control Dragon, or you control a Harpie Channeler that has a dragon on the board, and her level changes from 4 to 7, you have more searching. Um, it's just an overall great sense because a lot of people want, um, more searchability with Harpies. I would have preferred draw power, but hey, if I can get two for one, that's perfectly great. And I wanted to keep the ratio as non-clustered as possible, so that's why you see only 2 Oracle, 2 Dancer, and 2 Queen. Primarily because Oracle and Perfumer do what Queen did, just better. But Queen is overall still our 19 beater, so I wanted her to be as floaty as in present as possible. Dancer, on the other hand, is just there for the additional normal summon, so it really wasn't much use of her in multiples. And not to mention, I'm not running Divine Wind of Miss Valley in this build, just for that sense of if I wanted to run 3 Dancer, I probably cut out Dragon and then just probably focus on such a high level build. Speaking of high level build, let's talk about our high level monsters. Um, because of Split Mirror Seduction, because of Elegant Harpie Lady, and because of the effects of Oracle and Perfumer, you easily have your range now to where Dragon and Sisters can be useful. With the effects of Split Mirrors, which I will talk about, helps put Harpie Sisters back on the board, puts Dragon on the board. Just overall, since a lot of these cards that we would have considered dead, we would have considered useless, have become useful or really usable. Now, talk about the spells. Hysteric Sign. Getting all the Harpy support you possibly can. With the exception of Split Mirrors of Seduction, you actually can get the monsters that can retrieve or search for Split Mirrors of Seduction. So you don't ever have to really worry about that card being searched or summoned. Harpy's Hunting Ground. Harpie Ladies, Harpie's Pet, all of that can be searched off of this card. Although, unlike its newer cards, you got to pretty much choose which effect you want to have. Either it being discarded or either it being sent from hand or filled to grave, or the adding elegant. Because I think just off the fact now that we have monsters to search for ego, um, yeah, this isn't relatively sought after in terms of that effect. You pretty much just want to pop it as fast as pop it or send it to the graveyard as possible and get the search off. So you really want this card in your hand as fast as possible and get the use out of it as well. Too bad we didn't have enough recovery cards for a lot of your Harpy cards. I'm looking at you, Hysteric Party and Sign, because they did get shafted and didn't get any recovery. Um, from a lot of the new cards. Maybe we'll get some more cards. November is still not too far away, so fingers crossed. Now let's talk about Split Mirrors of Seduction. A lot of people don't like this card, and that's primarily because the effects of this card in its first lining is why people don't like it. If Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters is destroyed by battle, search your deck, search and summon a Harpie monster with a different original name than the one destroyed to the field. And the thing about it is, it has to be by battle. A lot of people, myself included, can honestly say that's kind of not what we wanted. We wanted to be able to pretty much search the card and, we want to be able to, one, we want our monsters, if they're destroyed by a card effect, to have some recollection as well. Because you're seeing more monsters being destroyed by a card effect than you do battle. Um, this isn't like old school days where, people are forced to run a lot of the recruiter monsters like a giant rat, flying kamakiri, and stuff like that. Like you want stuff that if it's going to be destroyed by a card effect, bam, here comes a new monster. bam, here comes a copy of myself, like Reborn Tengu. Um, but on the bright side of this, if this card is destroyed by your Harpie card effect, you should summon a Harpie monster from your graveyard. And, it gives, like I said, a lot of the level 5 and higher playability of this deck even more room. Like, thanks to Swimmer's Seduction, I've summoned Dragon a ton of times in this game. Use Dragon for either a Link summon or Exceed summon. And just went ham on a lot of my opponents because of the fact that I can summon Harpie's Pet Dragon and not feel the consequences of it. Um, Hunting Ground is still pretty much makes your Harpie Ladies MST when they're normal special summoned. It's overall still one of my favorite spells, well, field spells in this game. And despite the fact that there's only two of them being ran, this is still a force to be reckoned with. Because of the fact a lot of people may not run back row, but if you fear a card that can destroy your back row, you want to get rid of it as fast as possible. And Hunting Ground has to be it. That's also why I'm running a third one in the side, because I love Hunting Ground. I just want the availability to search for it and the availability to recover for it if I need to, or search for it in case. Um, Raigeki, Dark Hole, monster removal. Monster Reborn, special summons. Ego, special summon. Any of the Harpie Lady are sisters. And in terms of that, I think it's just best to say monsters who are always treated as Harpie Lady are Harpie Lady sisters. And i.e. those Harpie Lady ones, Harpie Lady 2, Harpie Lady 3, Vanilla Harpie Lady, or the normal monster Harpie Lady, and Harpie Lady sisters. Now, in terms of that, let's talk about Featherstorm. Harpie's Featherstorm. Still, an amazing Harpie card. The downside to this card is, of course, there's no Harpie's Feather Duster in the TCG. Um, Fingers crossed that sometime in um, November, December, we'll get the reprint. I mean, not the reprint, but the ban list in, because this ban list is short in the TCG for just a couple of months. So maybe we will get a retrain. Or, no, maybe we'll get an unbanned Feather Duster to follow with all the new Harpie cards coming out in um, January. But if not, it's gonna suck. Cause, not having the last effect of Featherstorm really bites. Kind of now feel what a lot of other cards in the game feel when they can't use their signature stuff. Um, let's, let's go. You can search for it off a sign. Speaking of cards that can't be searched off a sign, Hysteric Party, Harpie's biggest special summon card, and just the overall combination between a lot of the Harpie support itself is just great. And Hysteric Party is one of them. Discard Hysteric Sign, in phase, search for your Harpie pieces, and then you still have a field full of Harpies. Harpie Harpist, discard her for Hysteric Sign. Bam, here's all the Harpie kin of mine, and then swing, swing, swing. And it is bananas with Hysteric Party. Like I said, the reason why I'm winning 2 um, in this build is because I wanted to fit in room for Elegant Harpie Lady, and then on top of that, I'm running Jar of Avarice. Elegant Harpie Lady. Trading in a Harpie Lady Sisters for 3 Harpie monsters is not only insane, but it's awesome. And, it has to be at least 1 from hand, 1 from the grave, and 1 from the deck. And I think it's very possible to do. It does reset your sisters, but in the bright side, you get your sisters back, so you can avoid something. Um, like Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Dark Hole, Raigeki, dealing with those cards, and then just trying to overwhelmingly deal with a lot of the crazy that this game does throw at you from time to time to time. And the only other card I have to talk about is Jar Avarice. And the reason why I'm running Jar Avarice is just recovery. Harpies don't have draw cards. Harpies don't have decent enough recovery. Especially now that we know that Hysteric Sign and Hysteric Party don't have anything to search for them. So, it is a lot of just a lot of recovery is going to be what this card is going to be mainly focused on, and I'm really excited for the recovery part of it, because it has gotten me out of jams. But overall, excuse me. Some people probably say run card demise and stuff like that, but demise doesn't recover, and that's the thing. And if you lose your hand, you're screwed. Which is why I just at a point I don't run demise because of that. Um, Another thing to also look at is that I looked in the synopsis of what cards I can put with Jar Avarice, and it's pretty much just pot with an advancement, and I can't pick up, you know, Jar Avarice itself. But in terms of everything else, I mean, it's pretty good, it's pretty solid, a good trap, and it's just a recovery card. Where are we at now? 15 in? Okay. Great Fly, uh, Wind Link, bottom left, bottom right, and if he's destroyed by a battle card effect, you can return one monster in your graveyard that's wind and add it back to your hand. So you get a ton of playability in that sense. You get a ton of recovery thanks to this card, and just overall, in sense, this is like it's not a Harpie Link monster, but it is a Wind Link monster, and it does stuff, and it helps so tremendously. Um, Darumidal also helps in the same sense, but more so as a battle oriented, destroying your opponent's monster by battle, and then special summoning another Bujin card from the field. I mean, to the field in terms of like. I'm sorry, what am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the summoning conditions and stuff. Because you can use it with Beast Warrior, you can use it with Beast, and you can use it with Winged Beast. And it's really good in recovery because decks like Bujin. That's what I was leading to. Decks like Bujin, where they're able to, go into their big plays, go into Susanoo, and bam, you have something like Fighter Fire Durumidal helping out Susanoo, or retrieving cards like Susanoo, or Susano. Um, just because of the fact that it's a Beast Warrior, it's like a lot of the support that this card can help in terms of decks is tremendous, and I'm glad to be running it. Deco Talker, one of the generic Link monsters, very prevalent, very still useful. Um, and I just decided not to really run a lot of the fours because I feel like no one really gives Deco Talker and a lot of the level threes the recognition they deserve because of the fact that they started the game off, but it was, oh, excuse me, it was ultimately Firewall Dragon that broke the mold, and then everything else just followed behind it. I think it is a good concept to give stuff Link monsters, such as Deco Talker, but I honestly would love to have a Heartbeat Link monster. That is a lot more. Still relatively good and amazing monster, but overall, just so many things are just superior too. In terms of the rest of my extra deck, Chidori, Castel, Ice Beast, Phantasmal, and um, even um, Tornado Dragon, the Harpie Toolbox. That's pretty much what I call it. The link, pretty much, once I link summon, I'm going to exceed summon it, and I'm going to go into my toolbox. Like Chidori, Castel. Really great with their offense and defense. Um, and funny enough, Tornado Dragon's a good defensive monster because Tornado Dragon can spin stuff can destroy stuff, go into your newer plays, go into your bigger monsters. I will not go into your bigger monsters, but he can go into a lot of your bigger. No, he can go into your bigger monsters. He can link summon with him. Then bam, just throw in a couple of your other setups. Throwing like, setting up your sign, setting up your split mirrors. It's a crazy good card. Um, Babuska, our terribly tired tape eater. Oh no, I'm sorry. I skipped over two monsters. Cowboy um and Red Eyes. They're pretty much here because the time rule sucks and we all know it. So why not summon 2 monsters of my own that can help me benefit from dealing with the time thing. Um, I don't know how a lot of other players are going to deal with it, but I know how mine was. And Red Eyes is a way to go. I love Red Eyes. I think Red Eyes is an amazing monster. Um, it's just, with the time ruling, it sucks. So I have to be prepared. Big Eye. Everyone loves themselves a number 11, the Big Eye. And I'm actually really excited to get that I have a Big Eye physically. Because it finally adds to the Harpy stuff that I want to put together. And I finally have Big Eye. Big Eye is a great monster. He steals your opponent's monster. If you can steal a Link monster from your opponent, oh, you're set. Because then you don't have to use yours. You can just use theirs. And then you summon off your shenanigans from it. Only real downside, Big Eye can attack. And it leaves itself open if in attack mode. Let's talk about Babushka now. Babushka, really decent monster. Really good if you're trying to set up stuff and you don't want to rush into things. Because you can sit on Babushka and just set up around Babushka. And then when you're ready to strike, put Babushka attack mode and then swing, 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 swing. Um. Galaxy Tomahawk. Let's move on there. Our token maker. This card, before Great Fly came, was relinquishing a lot of the hurt that a lot of Harpy players were feeling because we didn't have our own Link monster, we didn't have our own um, like generic stuff and everything. So we did have to use other monsters. Thankfully enough, someone got an idea and said, "Hey, let's spread the word. Let's use Galaxy Tomahawk to do a lot of our Link plays." And it's been working completely for me. It's so much fun. And I might keep putting all these cards together. Um, it's still like one of my favorites because of the fact that it does so much off of 2 cards to do so much more. And yeah, it is crazy with Tomahawk. So I don't also see too many decks playing it anyway because Harpies kind of just bam, spamming a whole bunch of tokens. Okay, what are you gonna do? Hope I Mirror Force or hope I got Regeki and Dark Hole. But even in tokens don't stay too long, and you kind of want to go for your Link plays anyway. This, um, because why not? Like, yeah, these are ultimately your best setup and your best combination of things to come. But overall, it is a great monster. If you're playing Links, please do not forget to pick up yourself a Galaxy Tomahawk, as long as your deck can find a way to summon it. What else can I talk about? I sided in Exciton and Symbols because I wanted to focus um, things here and there. Phalanx Pike is here as well. Because why not? An extra hunting ground and stuff like that. The magic planners are here. I'm going to be looking for magic planners very, very soon. And that's primarily because magic planner works so well with all these continuous spells and traps. So why not set a magic planner, set an anti-spell when I finish screwing my opponent over. My turn, flip Mirror of Oaths, flip um, the last scenes and stuff of things, get everything together, bam, magic planner, hit the 4. But no, I do want magic planners primarily soon, so I can help out because they work great in Ninja. Even Ninja has their own series of um, what's that card? They have their own quote magic planner. Some of them still use old school magic planner, so it's nice to see that. Um, and in Symbols Heritage, I just talked about, famous like I talked about. Anti Spell is one of Harpy's oldest combo cards because it allows Harpies to pretty much take your opponent's spells and traps, and then flatel. Flatel. That's pretty much what happens with anti-spell. It's take all those spells, flatel. Forcing your opponent to set them. Good. Here comes my hunting grounds effect. Good night. That's pretty much what it is. But overall, it's still a really good trap card. BA use it, Harpies use it. I'm trying to think what other decks use it. Probably anything with Secret Village and Spellcasters, because you can get over that too. Play a Spellcaster, activate anti-spell fragrance, and keep pushing. Yeah. So your opponent's not getting out of nothing at that point. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Don't want to stay on this video too long, and if I continue to yawn, it's going to be crazy. So I'm just gonna end things here. I want to thank you guys for coming to watch. Always a pleasure for you guys to come and show your support. Um, like, comment, subscribe if you know anyone who's interested, of course, in playing Harpie Lady in the things all Harpie. One, you can always follow yourself to the Facebook group, which I do leave the links in the descriptions below. And then, or you can just follow my channel and follow my page and just keep up with me. So, I'm not too hard to keep up with, by the way. I'm very easy to keep up with. So, no more rambling. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time. HJ signing out.